Everything in this video can be found on a public domain, and the full disclaimers down below. Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. I wish you lots of love and many, many blessings. I want to say a huge thank you to my sweet friend, I won't use your whole name, for sharing these weird pictures with us. They're just so strange, an upside down cross, and then of course the fist, and then a little something extra special there in the dress, and of course the all-seeing eye on the tiara. This world is a scary place, and it's just getting worse. Now, speaking of Meghan and her buddies, let's talk about this most recent thing. 26-year-old girl named Hilda Cabrales was pronounced brain dead yesterday, 2 weeks after being left unconscious outside a hospital in LA. Her father, Louis, said the doctors confirmed she would not be waking up from her coma. They'll be donating her organs as the last act of love. Hilda's buddy and fellow Wilhelmina model, Christy Giles, 2 hours after she was left on the hospital steps, this little girl was also found at a different LA hospital on the sidewalk, but she was dead. He went on to share that opioids were found in her system, which he insisted she would never willingly take. Christy Giles, 24, was also found with heroin in her system. Rivera said police told him the people behind this have done it before. 3 men dressed in black, driving a black Prius with no license plates. They're the ones responsible for dropping these girls off at 2 different hospitals in LA. 2 young girls just new to the area, just wanting to be young women, go out and have a good time with their friends, meet new people. They all started off at the Soho house in West Hollywood. And that's where eyewitnesses said they met up with these 3 men. And these 3 men promised to take them all over the place and help them network and get to know other people that could help them with their business, their modeling career. Evidently, it didn't go the way they planned. They had actually ordered an Uber 12 hours before their bodies were found. That tells me they didn't feel comfortable enough with these 3 men to take off with them willingly. These 3 men must have doped them up with the heroin and dragged them from pillar to post. And their phones have been tracked everywhere they went. But it doesn't seem like their phones had been used by either one of them. The GPS just recorded where they were. So that means these men had their way, evidently, with these drugged up girls that they injected into, starting at the Soho house in West Hollywood, where Meghan is known to frequent, and did what they wanted to and killed them. And this is not the first time it's happened. The Soho house seems like such an eerie place to me. If you think about it, how many people have been killed there? How many people have been overdosed there? Was it now because of themselves they were overdosed, or was it due to somebody who maybe works there, hangs out there, knows the place well? There was also an incident involving a child. It found an ecstasy pill and ingested it. That caused huge conflict and chaos within the Soho house. What mother goes to places like this? That's the question. What kind of people are we dealing with here in reality? Harry and Meghan, that is. You are the company you keep. It's just a proven fact. And between Marcus Anderson and Ellen, who has already confessed to having a drug problem, ending her show as a result, you have to wonder, who are these people hanging out with? And how can they possibly be called humanitarians? There's no way. You're sitting there at the Soho house partying it up, knowing what's going on in the background. Are you a part of it? It's pretty scary. The whole shebang is pretty messed up. And Meghan, being such a Soho fan, has yet to even address the lives that were lost due to the Soho house. Whether she was directly connected or not, she ought to say something about it. I just think there's a whole lot more to these people than we know, and it will come out eventually. It will all come out. It was even shared with me not too long ago that Meghan enjoys pleasure parties. She used to make good money doing pleasure parties. one weekend a month back in the day. I was told that she would be the third person in the couple, and then the couple, after a weekend of their pleasure party, would pay her very well. And I've always heard similar things about Ellen and her wife Portia. I always thought that Meghan's story about meeting Ellen at an adoption rescue center for animals sounded way too clean. Considering everything I've ever read or been told about both Meghan and Harry, they're actually very perfect for each other in that regard. And now in the book that Harry is supposedly putting together, he's accusing his dad of being the one questioning the child's skin color. They can't keep their lies straight, and that's been proven in the court of law. They've even said these people cannot keep a lie together to save their lives. They're all kinds of messed up, but why? What's their point in their end game? I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But I personally don't believe that Charles questioned anybody's skin tone. I don't see him to be that type. I want to say thank you to everybody's prayers, their good vibes, their happy thoughts. Every bit of that in my direction, it means so much to me. I'm super duper grateful. Keep them coming. Just know that I don't have to know each and every one of you by face, by name, to have love for you. And I do. I have nothing but love for you. And throughout this entire experience, God has really opened my eyes. I feel so blessed to have y'all in my life. And I hope you feel the same way. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Please stay safe and be blessed.